Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's Demon Slayer Season 1, Episode 6. Now this is getting to you a little bit later than I usually do Demon Slayer, excuse me. Yeah, I've just been having delays. There's nothing we can do, it's real life. Let's get over it. I would like to be more consistent, but unfortunately, I have this thing where I need to be completely settled before I record a video, and we've been having dinner later in the day than we usually do because of things happening in real life. So by the time it comes to my usual recording window these days, I'm like still a little bit full, and so when I'm full on food, I kind of want to just rest and not do much, and so that does not translate well to the spirit of recording now, does it? Just adjust the microphone here. So yeah, so I'm a bit behind on my things at the moment. It didn't help that I had all of that copyright trouble to do with Young Justice. That was on my mind a bit. Started trying to play around with that. I'm in the process of re-uploading all of my Young Justice reactions to Vimeo, just in case this strike appeal doesn't go through. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we've got more Demon Slayer. As I said before, I'm really appreciating the pacing of the story so far. I think Tanjiro's journey has been on a pretty good track so far. I really love some of the personal growth he's been showing, including his confidence when it comes to getting himself involved in things, like confidently saying, hey, can you knock that shit off to that guy that was causing trouble? That was one of the best scenes for me, just because of the brilliance and simplicity of it and what it represents. Very good stuff. I was corrected that everybody gets a coloured sword anyway, but that guy was just very impatient to get his. So it wasn't like he didn't get one and Tanjiro did, but still, Tanjiro still got an outcome, his black sword, that apparently wasn't very common. So in the end, he still won out, I think. So yeah, he's still a little bit more special, and deservedly so. But obviously I don't know how that's going to turn out. All I know is that he's been given his first assignment or mission or whatever. I think it was an extermination mission. I've forgotten the details, because like I say, it's been a little bit of an extra long time since I saw episode 5. But I'm going to get straight into this, and this will refresh me as we go. So let's get started. Okay, that I wasn't expecting that. Like, we just straight up hypnotic suggestions towards Nezuko to make her an extra weapon fighting the demons, like almost entirely controlled. Obviously, she's not really under direct order from Tanjiro. You can't exactly tell her what to do, but she in general is fully an ally to humans because of hypnotic suggestion. That's a very unique way of doing this, because she was asleep for a very long time. You have to put that into context. She was asleep for over a year, wasn't she? I'm sure Tanjiro's training lasted a couple of years. I remember you guys cleared up the numbers for me, and I'm sure it was a big number. So, and she was asleep for most of that. So if he's been giving her suggestion this whole time, that is deeply rooted in there. And so that means that, yeah, that's pretty much going to be consistently, she's going to be consistently a help. I can't believe that he managed to do that. Like, well, I mean, I can. Hypnosis is real. I believe in it, but the fact that they were able to incorporate it into this anime as a believable thing to make her do this stuff readily in support, like, that's fantastic. I like that. That is a good way to utilize Nezuko while keeping her feral. Like, she can be a good help, but doesn't have to retain that sentience that she once had. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like it's a very balanced way of getting her involved in the action. I think it's cool. Speaking of cool action, we got to see the water wheel technique. We got to see him having quick reflexes and getting some good blows in on these 3 demons. Obviously, the fight isn't over yet. I'm sure Nezuko's going to do a number on them, but Tanjiro, of course, might get the final blow when they, like, inconvenience her or something, or prove to be that little bit tougher. I don't know yet, but... yeah, kind of sad for that dude that he lost his girl, but that's just it. Like, you can't expect these. I know it's the naive hope of, oh, maybe there's a chance that she can be rescued, but realistically, thinking about the demons and how they like to devour people, like, if they're already out looking for their next hunt, whoever they caught last is dead. That's just how it is. Yeah, it really sucks for him. I feel bad for him, and especially because his family blamed him, or the girl's family, or whatever. I can't remember if they were brother and sister, or if they were boyfriend or girlfriend. Like I say, it's been that little bit too long since I saw the last episode, and because I'm pressed for time today, I didn't do a brief look through of the previous episode. So you'll have to bear with me on that. But I did feel really bad for him that he got blamed in any case and got beaten up, and he was so desperate for Tanjiro to believe him, thinking that he wouldn't. But he's like, dude, the nose knows. I know you're telling the truth. Awesome stuff. Like I say, Ujiko for the clutch with telling her throughout all that time, demons are the enemy. You will protect humans. Ooh. And it worked. It worked. Yeah. I already cannot wait for the next episode. Absolutely dying to get to it. But that's all I got for you. I don't know if you've already noticed, I've been interacting with her a couple of times, but we have a new co-star of sorts. Basically, while looking through stuff to sell and looking through cardboard boxes for things that need to be put away or sold on or moved somewhere else, I found the Offspring hat that I used to wear back when I started out reactions. For the first few years, I was known for wearing an Offspring hat, which is why my OC for MLP wears an Offspring hat. And eventually, I started to get uncomfortable wearing it because it started getting really itchy, especially during the hot months, and I was always adjusting it during a video, and because I can kind of get OCD about such things, I was keep trying to adjust it so that the skull was directly at the middle of my head, and I was always unsatisfied when it would look like it was one way over the other. I'd be like, gotta get it central, and I'd sometimes be distracted from what I was reacting to. So I decided eventually, you know what, I'm happy just to take this off and just go all natural. I don't really need a hat. I only kept wearing that because it was a force of habit and it sort of became a tradition. But then I thought, well, why can't I just change the tradition? Start a new tradition. Don't wear a hat. But I did find the hat in a random box full of Game Boy games, I think, and it was just in there. And so I thought, you know what? From last year, from a fair I went to near Christmas time last year, I have Jessie from Toy Story, just a random plush that sits on the other side of my room, looking over the rest of the room, like she sits up on a throne, just on top of some piles of books, because it's the only place I can fit her. And I thought, no, hang on. And so I tucked Jessie's cowboy hat underneath the beanie, and I just put it over her head, and it's a perfect fit. Absolutely perfect fit. All of my family thought it was hilarious, and this is a good way to include the beanie again without having to wear it. And I've got someone to interact with if I want to make little offhand jokes or whatever.
This hat smells like brony. I hate it.
Yeah, hi.
This gimmick is really stupid.
I just think it's a good idea.
Don't ignore me, you motherfucker.
Nice, out of the way, tucked in the corner. Like, it's underneath what I'm showing most of the times. It's good.
Whatever you say, I guess. I'm only here because I'm getting paid.
Yeah, yeah. So...
Just get on with it.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to basically point out in this section of the video. The reaction part's done. Yeah, what can I say about Demon Slayer that I haven't said already? Like, the animation is fantastic. The pacing is really good. I love that we're already in the meat of the action and we haven't spent 2 or 3 episodes figuring out the mystery. Like, as someone said in the comment section to the previous video, I'm pretty much spot on with how I say this series doesn't beat around the bush. If there's an objective to reach in the short term, you're very likely going to reach it in this episode or the next. They're not going to drag their heels with barely anything, and I think that's the best way to go about a series like this. Like, this is good stuff. This is... Like I say, I have complete understanding for the people that were hooked on this series from the anime alone, and that contributed to the boom in sales of the manga. Like, I can see why this took a lot of people by storm, because it is quality for quality. It is top tier. Like, regardless of whether you think it's an overrated show, or if you think it's an overrated story, or if you're sick of people talking about it and you think it gets too much attention compared to better things, I don't really care about all that stuff. I'm just saying I can definitely see where all of its praise comes from. It's great. It's absolutely great. I mean, of course, I'm a filthy casual normie, so what do I know? But I'm having a really good time, and I hope I'll continue to have a good time. And I'll see you guys next time.